There's no time for any messing around today. We've got our final 3 games of the season. That's right, 3 games. We're playing against Stoke, who are 1 place below us in 6th. We're in 5th, level on points with Man United, who are in 4th, 2 points behind Chelsea in 3rd. We have a game in hand on Chelsea, but not on Man United. So that's important. We then play Ipswich at home, and then we've got Southampton away on the last game of the season. They're still in with an outside chance of a Europa League spot as well. As it stands right now, we could end up 3rd in the league. We could end up just with a Champions League spot. We could end up in the Europa League, and we could still throw it all away spectacular if we tried really hard and not qualify for Europe at all. It's going to be an interesting episode. Hello and welcome to Season 18, Episode 8 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we're away against Stoke, at home against our old club Ipswich, and then away against Southampton. Since you were last with me, we've had a couple of wins, which were very much needed. This is how the Premier League table looks. I know we talked about it in the little intro there, but it is tighter than tight up at the top. Chelsea with a win earlier on today, which means they're now up into 3rd place on 66 points with 2 games to go. Us and Man United both play now, and we're in 4th and 5th, a game behind Chelsea, 2 points behind them. Stoke are the team we play today, and if they beat us, they go above us and pretty much rule out any chance we've got of Champions League qualification. But everything's so up and down at the moment, anything could happen. Ipswich were already relegated, which is a great shame. They're on about their 8th manager of the season. It's all gone desperately wrong for poor old Ipswich. See, my tactic was good. It's the players who weren't. Who signed that rubbish? But we don't want to waste any time today. We've got to get straight into the games. We've got 3 of them. I don't remember the last time I did a 3-game episode. I'm going to be very fatigued at the end of all this. But this is going to be our team for the first of today's 3 games, the all-important game against Stoke. We've got Igor in goal, a back 4 of Nyhouse, Plotnikov, Eriksson and Andai, Sedman, Wagner and Ziyech around midfield, Sabrian in behind Nole and Sedlacek. We have got injuries going into our last game of the season, and it's like £100 million plus of injuries. He was our top scorer when he got injured. Cotton Eye Joe is injured. He's out for the rest of the season. He's not going to be called Cotton Eye Joe this season because he's not going to get his hat-trick. But he's out. We can't rely on him at all. Sandy Patterson is injured again. I'm starting to see why he didn't get many chances at Man United, because I imagine every time he got one, he blew it with injury. And backup left-back Stanislav Hansel is injured as well, forcing us to continue playing £25 million world-class new signing Nyhouse. Oh, woe is me. So we've got Sedlacek and Nole up front today. Vendrick is on the bench. Vendrick has been the most disappointing of the 3 all season. But now would be a very nice time for him to justify the £20 million we spent on him in the summer, because as good as Sedlacek has been, he's still a 2.5-star player who's playing absolutely out of his skin. Nole, likewise, they're both playing brilliantly. Neither of them were supposed to be in our team this season. It was supposed to be Vendrick and Ijo, but for whatever reason, it hasn't worked out that way. But I worry there might not be enough goals in this team without Patterson, without Ijo. We'll have to see. Stoke are the favourites for the game. That's very disheartening, although we have stolen their left back. So let's attack down the right-hand side using our narrow system that doesn't attack down any side. But they're playing a number 34 at left back. That must mean he's rubbish. Nyhouse gets the challenge in against his old club. Ziyech scores 4th minute of the game, and that puts us up to 4th in the league. We leapfrog over Man United. We leapfrog up to 3rd. Man United must have already lost to put us. Must have already conceded a goal to put us above them, and then it's our goal that's put us above Chelsea as well. So, I mean, that's potentially massive. If United lose, then a win here today would be enormous for us. Obviously, it's still only 4 minutes on the clock. A win is by no means guaranteed at this stage, but it would be nice to open up a little bit of a gap on Stoke. Because remember, those of you who haven't been paying attention, this isn't normal real-life Stoke. This is the Stoke that have been a Champions League stalwart for the last goodness knows how many seasons. They are a mega power. 10 years at least. They've been a big European side, winning European trophies and all sorts. So to force them out of the Champions League is not an easy feat, and they've equalised. The league table's gone. Why would the league table go at a time like this? It's not even hiding anywhere, is it? Oh, this hasn't happened to me for months. Is it going to... No, it still thinks it's there. So we're going to be league tableless for the rest of this match, and then I'm going to have to reset the settings afterwards, which means the return of the stupid yellow question mark. for now, let's just stick latest scores on and hope Man United lose, as they are at the moment, away against Fulham, which, I mean, that'd be a massive result for Fulham as well. But we need to get back ahead in this game, because it's no good. We don't care what Man United do if we lose. And Stoke are in again and have absolutely wasted that. What were they thinking? Right, everything's just calming down a little bit now. Nole dropping deep. Fine, Sedman does actually. This is a lovely move. So Brian's in and really should have left that for Sedlacek. He was on his shoulder. Fulham have gone 2-0 up in the other game. That's more big news. But Stoke attack again, and we're now 2-1 down. So the Fulham Man United game, I need to take this off. I'm getting all hot and bothered. The Fulham Man United game might just be something that keeps us alive rather than something that allows us to secure the Champions League. I mean, Igor, that's what £50 million worth a goalkeeper buys you. We need to sort our heads out for this second half. We've got a massive opportunity here with Manchester United 2-0 down, but we're just going to blow it and open the door for Stoke to jump into the Champions League spot so late on in the season. Plotnikov intercepts, but Nole can't keep hold of it. But Nole's put through here. I mean, he's not put through. There's a defender in the way, but you can but hope. And Stoke have got a chance to make it 3 before half-time, but it's a really weak shot that Igor collects rather comfortably. And come on, lads, sort your heads out. Ooh, we need an improvement in this second half. Right, let's go and score straight away. And whip across in, he doesn't. Fullbacks make me sad at the moment. Oh, the league table's reappeared. Well, that's very unusual. Hold on, I don't know why it reappeared over there. It certainly wasn't there before because we checked. But we can just try and squeeze it all, and we don't need to see the bottom of the league. We can have everything on here. The best of all worlds. Right, let's do that. Is it? I mean, we're 6th at the moment. Oh, that's dirty. We can't drop down to 6th with 2 games to go. That's too big a mountain to climb. And I'm losing my speech now because we're 3-1 down. Oh, so to come so close and to have it all taken away from you at the end is very upsetting. To be fair, let's keep it in context. The pre-season target was Europa League qualification, which we've done. Because looking at that, we are in the Europa League regardless. And we've not spent very much time in the top 4. Nole's in, and that sums it all up. Because he absolutely should have scored there. It was a great bit of play from Sedlacek, I think, to win the ball back. Nole with the chance to shoot again. He forces a good save out the Stoke keeper. We seem to have woken up a little bit, but it's too late. Plotnikov, it's cleared off the line. Wagner hits the post. Oh, we're all over him now, but now Nole's going off injured, and we're in a situation where Vendrig, who I have criticised consistently since Christmas at least, is potentially going to be playing throughout this run-in now because we've lost our 2 main strikers, or 2 of the main strikers. And that's not... I mean, it's a chance for him to make himself a hero, but it's a lot of pressure on a player who's never really done it anywhere. We signed him on the basis of potential. He's not close to fulfilling it yet. Now's your opportunity, Vendrick. Step up. And, it's 4. It's now reaching demotivating, ruins the next 2 games territory. And that's not territory we want to be any part of. We're absolutely bottling the Champions League at the last minute. Except we're not, because we haven't been in the Champions League spots at all, really. So it would have been a fantastic end of the season running if we'd have got there, finishing the Europa League. Not a bottle job, because that's where we were supposed to finish. So Brian has been pants. Let's bring on Anicic, stick Wagner up there, and give him 20 minutes to see if he can muster up 3 or ideally 4 goals from somewhere. Man United still losing is the only ray of light in all of this. Remember, even this demotivating defeat still only leaves us 2 points behind 3rd place because it's so tight at the top. And Ipswich are rock bottom of the Premier League, already relegated. If it had been any other team in that position, we'd be confident of going there and beating them. I do wonder if the game has got a bit of revenge in store for me. Vendrick's through, squares it to Sedlacek, who pulls one back. It's surely all going to be too late. Vendrick was very sensible to square that. Absolutely terrified of taking the shot on himself, but saw our top scorer in a good position alongside him, and he wasn't going to miss. Have we got time to score 2 more goals and have the most unlikely comeback in the history of the world? It's not even a case of we need the win. Because of how delicately balanced the league table is, we just need to stop Stoke winning. It doesn't really matter if we win, as long as they don't. But it's that pesky situation where it's them that we're playing. So we need 2 goals. We'll go back into the Champions League spots with 2 goals. It's that finely balanced. But it's not coming because it's just not coming, is it? So annoying. But the way this season has gone, I'm sure there's another 2 or 3 twists and turns in this run-in yet. We've lost to Stoke. We're going to go and beat Ipswich now. No changes for the Ipswich game because I'm bad at signing players and we haven't really got much in the way to change it. We haven't got anyone better in midfield. We don't really have anyone at all in defence or up front. I think I need to do some transfers. If we have a look at the... Vendrick wasn't sharp in training. Let's have a look at the Ipswich team. So they've gone to a 4-4-2 now. There's still a lot of these with my players. The back 4, 3 of them are new. That's completely my midfield. Arne shouldn't be playing out wide. That's why you're getting relegated. And then Alston has a new strike partner up front who's not the Pig, which doesn't make any sense at all. The Pig should be playing. Everyone knows the Pig should be playing. But hopefully, an already relegated Ipswich team are just going to roll over and let us beat them today. That's what they should do anyway. That's if there's any justice in the world. Right, let's see. Who else of our rivals are playing right now? Arsenal are playing, but they're already pretty much won the league. That's actually a problem for us because Liverpool are more likely... No, in fact, Liverpool can't catch us either. We don't care. If Alston scores today, we riot because that's just not on. Norwich are playing, but they also can't catch us. I'm not really watching the match at the moment. Igor keeps hold of that. I don't think any of our rivals are playing right now. So, get rid of that. Let's worry about the league table. As it stands at the moment, we're in a Champions League spot again, but both Chelsea, Stoke, Man United, they all have a game in hand on us because we're playing first. So Brian makes it 1-0, puts us up to 3rd place. And I know everyone else has got a game in hand on us, but it just puts a little bit of pressure on. And I like putting a little bit of pressure on. Putting a little bit of pressure on is good. It's a lovely little cross there. And Sir Brian just tucks it away past Menzies. I assume it's Menzies in goal. I haven't actually checked. Yeah, let's assume it's Menzies. Nole, he's fit, by the way. He didn't get proper injury. Nyhouse beats his man. So Brian, for some reason, tried to tuck it across to Nole, I think, rather than just taking it on himself. So Brian has scored so many goals this season. I don't understand why he's not just taking things like that on himself. You would expect him to. Sedman with the free kick. Eriksen's there, makes it 2-0. Menzies, he knows what side his bread's buttered. He's angling for a move to come and sit in our reserves with Kevin Thompson because he's absolutely gifted us a goal here. Oh, the ball's coming. Get out of the way. There we go. Excellent work from Menzies. Thank you. 2-0 at half-time. Let's score goals. Right, goal difference becomes an issue as well. Now, a positive issue because as it stands right now, only Man United are close to us on goal difference. They're level with us at the moment. If we can score another couple of goals, of the 4 teams vying for these 2 spots, we'll have the best goal difference. And that can be absolutely crucial when things are so close. So forget any ideas of dropping back and just trying to secure the win. We want another 2 or 3 goals out of this game because it's worth a point at this point of the season. Sedlacek to Ndai. I don't really know what Sedlacek was doing. Similar to the Sir Brian thing in the first half. It's a player who is on fire. It's just been announced he is the record Tottenham scorer in a Premier League season since the save started. So over the last 18 years, nobody has scored more goals for Tottenham in the Premier League than Sedlacek has. So you would expect him to try and add to that tally. Apparently not. We'll bring Bruno on as well because Ndai missed that chance and has had his head turned as well. He came to see me. He wants to go to Paris Saint-Germain. Said he's going to leave unless we get into the Champions League. So just wants to add a little bit of extra pressure on. Cheers. I don't even know what your first name is. What's his first name? I really know my players. I know the first names of everyone in the Ipswich team. There's your difference. Sedlacek not having the best of games. Mind you, Wagner, we might whip him off actually and bring on Medur because, we paid £50 million for him. He must be good. I should have brought Anicic on. I forgot who we were playing for a minute there. This was the ideal opportunity for Anicic to come on and score a screamer again like he did in the last game against Ipswich. Go on, let's have one more goal before the game ends, just to put us ahead on goal difference. And we've got a penalty. Samir Baralia, similar to Menzies in the first half. He can basically hear me. And Sedlacek now with the chance to make it 3. He does. And we now have the best goal difference of the 4 teams who are going for these final 2 Champions League spots. And we have position. The pressure is now all on them to win their games. And if any of them slip up, then suddenly we can start to dream a little bit going into the last day of the season against Southampton, who have nothing to play for. They can't get into the Europa League. They have no right to be interested. They should just let us beat them because it's the civilised thing to do. Yes, it gives us a platform to build on. And now all we really need is some slip-ups from the other teams before we go and play Southampton. Now. A slip-up is exactly what we got. Chelsea and Stoke were playing each other. Stoke beat Chelsea. So going into this final match of the season, we're still in a Champions League spot, but only by the skin of our teeth. I don't even know on what basis we're ahead of Man United there. We're level on points, level on goal difference. Presumably it's on goals scored. Does it go to goals scored or games between the two of us? Either way, Stoke there. Who do they play today? Stoke play Crystal Palace. So Stoke are in the Champions League. We play against Southampton. That's a tricky game. Southampton are one of the better teams we could have been playing. Man United are playing Brentford. They should win that game. Chelsea are playing Ipswich. They're definitely going to win that game. So everyone's going to win today, hopefully, if we can do our bit. We've got the hardest game of all 4. We know as long as we beat Southampton by at least the same amount as Manchester United beat Brentford by, then we're in the Champions League. If Stoke lose, it all gets a little bit easier. If Man United and Chelsea both lose, we're in anyway. It's so complicated. I'm a little bit worried about how this is going to go. We've made a couple of changes. Sedlacek has picked up an injury now. He's done a twisted ankle. So Vendrig is going to have to start for the final game of the season, despite me criticising him earlier in the episode. It was all a joke to motivate you, Michael, don't you worry. And Sandy Patterson is fit-ish, and I just have a feeling. So he's playing, so Brian drops down to the bench. I hope I don't regret the Patterson decision, but when we're having to play all these young whippersnappers, how is Becker now allowed to play for us? He wasn't allowed to play for us before. Becker is now on our bench. He's the young lad who was on loan from Manchester City, who isn't even registered. I guess it's because he's a kid. But earlier on, I couldn't play him because it showed he was unregistered. I don't understand. But either way, let's go and beat Southampton. That's the important thing here. In fact, we need to get the latest scores thing on as well. Latest scores. Where is it? Ah, it's up there. Latest scores. So, go away, Brentford. We don't care about you. Well, unless you beat Man United, in which case we love you rather a lot. Right, let's make that smaller. We don't need to know about anything below there, really. What we do need to know about is all the rest of these games. Brentford are already beating Manchester United. I take it all back, Brentford. We love you. Goodness me. Newcastle beating QPR, but that is irrelevant to us. And Nole has just put us ahead. As it stands right now, we're in 3rd place and heading for the Champions League. Obviously, this could and will all change. We're only in the 3rd minute of the match. Sandy Patterson, no, he didn't get the assist. He put it out to Ndai. Either way, he linked up well. That justifies the decision, even if he snaps his leg off over the course of the game. He did his job. He's created a goal for us-ish. And what's happened now, there's more goals. Fulham beating Liverpool. Man City are winning. That's irrelevant to us. That's a problem, the fact we've just conceded, because that's going to affect things. Palace and Stoke. I don't care about replays. I just want to watch the latest scores. I'm going to make the league table smaller so I can make the latest scores bigger and see more of them. I don't want to have to scroll. Scrolling is for losers. Right, move that down there. Let's open this up a little bit so we don't have to do any more scrolling. We're still in 4th at the moment, but Man United have equalised in their game. So we're level, they're level. The other 2 games also still level. So there's going to be more goals, obviously, and it's the next team to go ahead pushes up into a Champions League spot, unless it's us, in which case we say stay there. But we've just lost the ball, and his head's already at Paris Saint-Germain. This is troubling, and Southampton have players over, and we can't lose. Imagine if everything else goes our way, but we still lose and mess it up that way. That will just be very, very upsetting. But with half an hour on the clock, we are 2-1 down in a game that we must win to get into the Champions League. That pushes Man United above us. 5th place finish. Remember, 5th place still meets our goals for the season. Our target was Europa League. We've already got that in the bag. This is for the bonus Champions League and the money that comes with it, because we've got a few bills to pay here at Spurs. There's been some irresponsible transfer business that I'm going to blame the director of football for that, or the chairman. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, now we really need Brentford to do us a favour. Stoke are winning their game, I think, because they've gone way ahead of everybody else. I think I need to scroll to see what they're actually doing, but Stoke have pretty much got 3rd place in the bag. I don't know what Chelsea are up to. They don't seem to have woken up in their game yet, but we're really banking on Brentford winning, and winning well, because obviously if they beat Man United 2-1 and we lose 3-1, it's still not enough. Right, let's just familiarise ourselves with what's going on. Where's Stoke? Stoke are winning against Crystal Palace, and Palace have had a player sent off. We're being stuffed by Southampton, which is just dirty. Chelsea still haven't scored against Ipswich. They're going to soon, though, surely. United still drawing away against Brentford. So as of right now, we're 5th. United and Stoke make it into the Champions League. Us and Chelsea miss out and have to settle for Europa League. Did I mention Man United have already sacked Jose Mourinho? I can't remember if I did or not. And I've been linked with the job. I'm not going to go there, even if we go to the Champions League. Unless they offer me a lot of money, of course. They probably won't, because they're going to get to the Champions League without needing me. So why would they then bring in the man who missed out on the Champions League? Oh, that's some really poor defending. Is that Ndai again? Ndai is doing my head in. He wants to play in the Champions League. All he has to do is stop messing up in this game, and he can play in the Champions League for us. He doesn't have to swan off to France. Nole gets a goal back. Could be significant if Brentford pull their finger out of their backsides. Oh, but we've then still got Chelsea. We're constantly looking over our shoulders, seeing what Chelsea are up to, because sooner or later they're going to score against Ipswich. We've just seen how bad Ipswich are now. They're obviously going to lose against Chelsea, which is then going to mean that both us and Man United miss out, because Chelsea leapfrog us both. Sedman, please score from here, somebody. Nyhouse, £25 million worth of awesome. If he can cross this, he can't. He's a pile of turd. Right. Oh, don't score again, Igor. Why? I mean, we were in such a strong position at the start of this episode, and we've had 2 pathetic results against stripy teams. Red and white stripes can do one. I mean, it's decide what colour you want your shirts to be. Are you red? Are you white? It's indecisive. It's frustrating, and you've ruined my fun because of your stupid stripes. Right, let's go and get to... We're not going to get back into this. Vendrig, just shoot him from anywhere, because why not? We need to take off these injured players. They've been on for... I mean, Patterson particularly, so Brian's going to come on for him. Vendrig, we don't have any strikers left. We're going to put Anicic up front, because you never know what might happen. Something else has just occurred somewhere. Chelsea still haven't scored against Ipswich. We just have to get our act together. If we can get 2 goals... and Brentford do us a favour, it's not all over yet. Brentford have done us a favour. We need the 2 goals. Brentford now winning against Manchester United and Chelsea, inexplicably, still haven't decided to win their game. Oh, right. Sedman, you can come off. We're going to bring on him so that we can do this with him and make Wagner push forward a little bit. We're playing a very, very attacking midfield now. We need 2 goals. Ziyech to Sir Brian, Anicic to Ndai. Anicic is in and can't force a save out of the... does force a save out of the Southampton keeper. We're running out of time here. Chelsea still haven't done their bit. Brentford are 3-1 up. I mean, whoa, we've gone back up into 4th place. Man United are losing by as much as we are. Are we really going to do this the most dirty, backdoor, horrible way you possibly can? Have we got into the Champions? Oh my goodness. We've made it into the Champions League despite losing 2 of our last 3 games. Yay, I'm great. I knew that was going to happen. I kind of feel bad about celebrating, but we qualified for the Champions League. They've given me an absolute ton of cash to spend again. We did it. Oh, I'm seeing some of the comments that are going to come in. I just don't know. I mean, look at that for a run-in. That's not the run-in. That's ages ago. What's happened here? Are we glitching out? That's the run-in. We've made it into the Champions League. That's just stupid. All my spending was justified. Kev wins at Football Manager. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching. I just can't believe that's happened. That's ridiculous.